perfect. Brutus. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Look at that little guy. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's Tony. Oh, okay guys, let's go check out the C-10. Got some updates on it, so let's go out there. Yep. It is beautiful out. Got some updates for the C-10 for you guys. We're pretty much done. Everything aside from we ain't got no intake. But we got an intake. It's in the back. You guys seen that in the last video. If you didn't see the last video, what y'all doing, man? Just need to tap out this map sensor hole. Usually you screw on the map sensor to a little bolt hole here, blah, blah, blah. I don't really like doing them that way. I like having a same like fitting like this and running a vacuum line off of it. That way my map sensor is very easily accessible. If I wanted to change it, I don't have to reach back there and unbolt it. It's kind of a pain. I know in the Camaro at least it's a total pain in the rear. So I always put them on a vacuum line and mount them on the firewall. So it's easy access, easy to change out. And sometimes when you get map sensors, the parts store guy, they'll give you the wrong one. You gotta go get the new one. I had to do that on the Camaro when it was dyno day with it. The first time, whenever this motor was in it, and it was a royal pain to switch out that map sensor. So yeah, I just, from that day on, I prefer putting them on a vacuum line, and it's just easier that way. It's just my personal preference. You might think I'm retarded for doing it. Good for you, but that's just me. As for the truck, man, we are pretty much done. Got the wiring hooked up, everything ran, cranked it over, primed the fuel system, everything's working, fuel pump's pumping. Still need to mount my fuse box back up and solder this one last wire to solder up, and then we're good to go. That's for the fuel pump. It comes right off the PSI harness. PSI harness is awesome. I ran that the first go around with this motor in the Camaro. Never had really any issues with that harness. It was a good harness. The price is right. It's real simple to hook up, guys. It's really, really simple. Gauges are all hooked up. I would turn them on, but right now the intake is off the vehicle, so my feed line is not going to the return. So if I turn it on, fuel is going to go splashing everywhere, and I don't really want that. But probably gonna tap this intake. I've been stressed out on other things lately. I had to get a loan. It's really hard getting a loan when you're young. Even if you have money and credit, it's retarded. Like, dude, just give me a loan. Finally got a loan though. That's out of the way. No more stressing over that. Going to pick up the Skyline. I'm shooting for the last weekend of this month. That way I can either drive the C-10 or the Skyline. If I have the Skyline, I'd like to drive the Skyline to Streetcar Takeover in Charlotte, North Carolina at ZMAX. That is a car I'd really like to take. I love the C-10, but I really want to just have that as the very first show I take the Skyline to. Pretty good crowd of people. I mean, you don't very often see a R34 GTR in the States. I feel like you'd get a pretty good response from that car being at that show. The Supra was a hit last year. A lot of questions, let people sit in it. Had a lot of people made their dream come true by just sitting in a Supra. And same thing with the R34. I'll let people sit in it. Hey, I even get people ride along videos, like do some ride along videos with people whenever I get this Skyline. I just like sharing my things with people. Some people are not fortunate enough to afford things like LS swapping and Supras and Skylines, but I feel like if you get to experience it, maybe it'll push you to better yourself and push yourself to go towards that direction to get financially stable enough to afford those things. A lot of people have I always say, like, you shouldn't have dreams, you should have goals. And that's what I do in life. I don't have dreams. I have goals. And the difference between a goal and a dream is, with a goal, you're working towards that. A dream, you dream about it at night. Me personally, I set goals. I don't dream about stuff. If I want something, I'm going to go get it. And That's just how my dad raised me. Today's Father's Day, and that's just some advice that he gave to me. Maybe pass it on to you. Don't have dreams. Set goals. Your life, anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Joe Smo can do it. It's all about your mindset, people. You just gotta have your mindset right, and things come together, man. We all the same. We all have the same amount of time in a day. Unless you like locked up in prison or something, you probably ain't seen this video anyways. And if you are, you snuck in a cell phone. But we all have the same 24 hours. I don't do as much with my 24 hours as, say, somebody that makes $1 million a day. But, you know, I do pretty good. I have people that message me sometimes. It's crazy to get messages saying that I inspire people. I'm just a regular dude, man. And I'm glad that seeing me do burnouts and build crazy stuff like this and have cars like the Supra, I'm glad that inspires people to get out there and go after their dreams, goals. Yes. But man, I can't wait to drive this truck. I'm tired of driving the Tahoe and the VW. We're going to be, after Streetcar Takeover, we're going to jump on this thing right here, the 6-liter going in the green truck. Green truck's motor is not very happy. It's just old, man. The guy I bought the truck from, motor came out of a rock bouncer, rock crawler, one of those like exoskeleton things that like go up crazy rocks. So I'm sure that motor's seen a little bit of limiter in its lifetime. And dude, $500 motor. Actually, that wasn't even I bought that motor for under $500, 6-liter. Out of a junkyard, pulled out of a running, driving, wrecked Hummer, and we can't beat it. I mean, this motor in this truck, not so much under $500. I'd be more upset if this blew up than the motor in the green truck up there blew up. Like, it's no big deal. I mean, that motor, from like day one, I kind of noticed some things about it. And they started to show their faces a little bit more and more and progress throughout my ownership of the truck. And I beat the snot out of it, dude. Like, almost every other day at work, I'd be leaving sideways, doing burnouts, bouncing off the rev limiter myself. I can't be mad that a junkyard Tahoe motor took a crap on me. You just can't be mad about stuff like that. It's just a junkyard motor. You can't be mad. Things like that happen in crazy motors like that are in the truck. This is probably about a $10,000. Yeah, probably about 10 grand in this motor in the truck. And I would be upset if something started making some noise in it. But a junkyard motor like this, not so much. I'll just go get another one. Hell, if I blow this one up, I'll just go get another one. $500. It ain't nothing. Like, $500 is not much for a motor that makes the kind of power that, I mean, it doesn't make crazy power. It makes probably about like 360-ish, 360-ish. We're going to stay at that. It's just well, the motor is in it made about 360-ish. I don't know what the 6-liter is going to make, but it'd probably be around the same amount. It's got a little bit more rowdy of a cam going in it, but that's pretty much it, man. Can't wait to, I'm going to definitely take the GoPro with me. We're going to video the drive down to get in the Skyline. Me and my buddy Brad and my brother, we're all going down. Probably going to spend the weekend down in Florida getting it. And yeah, can't wait. Really can't wait to like show that car to the channel and just share it with you guys. And hopefully see you guys with it at Streetcar Takeover. But yeah, that's pretty much it I got for this video. That's pretty much all I got, man. C-10, wired up, everything done except for exhaust and the tune. I just need to set up a time, date to get it tuned. The shop I usually go to is pretty much booked, so I might go to somebody else for the time being because I really want to drive this thing. I really want to drive it. I want to be in something with a 6-speed again. I want to be in something that has over 400 horsepower again. That'd be nice. Yeah, life will be good again. I mean, life is great now. I'm not. Don't get it twisted, but I really want to be back in a 6-speed LS car again. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I know it's short and nothing really spectacular going on right now, but I mean, shit is spectacular. What are you talking about? The truck's wired up. Skyline is here. Skyline is paid for. We're going to get it very soon, and maybe not next video. Next video will probably be this thing at least cranking over. Maybe make a little pop, boom, bang. You know what I mean? But subscribe to the channel, like, comment, do your thing. See you guys in the next video.